So, in a number one contenders match, that's awesome. I'm very happy with that. But then now I have to play my doppelganger. He is the Jesse Eisenberg to my Jesse Eisenberg, the Jake Gyllenhaal to my Jake Gyllenhaal, the Jean-Claude Van Damme to my Jean-Claude Van Damme. What other movie featuring doubles? No, I'm actually looking forward to this. Meltzer's great. He's proven himself in this league, and so I think this is definitely a very beneficial win for either of us. More me, if I could be honest. So I would like to win this, but also I think this is going to be fun. Meltzer's a former champion. He's defended the belt. He knows how to play this game. Hopefully I can get a little bit lucky. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, think this is going to be like the Inspector Gadget, the Matthew Broderick one, where he has to fight the Robo Gadget. It's going to be like the whole scene, and it's just going to come down to whoever has to take the other person's head off and then throw it into the lake or the ocean or whatever that riverside part is. This is going to be great.
Jake Maringoni, here we go again. My, how can I resist you? We have played once before in your dojo, and now it's time to play in mine. I could not be more excited for this match. I have always had respect for you as a competitor. I've always had respect for you as a person, but unfortunately, you are in the way of me getting my belt back. And for that, I'm going to have to change my pitch up and smack you up. I'll keep it a little family friendly here, but yeah, I'm ready for this. Let's go.
How's it going? We got another great singles match for you today here at Ontel. Number one contenders match here in singles. It's a Jake Civil War. These guys have only played each other once before, I believe, over in Movie Warzone. Maringoni was victorious there. We'll see if Meltzer can turn the tables on the league where he was first champion. So this is kind of the rematch over in Meltzer's backyard. But before we get into the match, I have my co-host over here, the wonderful Alex. How you doing, man? I'm
terrific. It's always an interesting call to get an announcer gig. Always very happy to do it. And then I don't usually get to, like, we don't ever hang out, Thomas. What happened to us? We played that one match.
You should have seen me at 3 p.m. when Spence was like, I need you to do this because they don't have a calendar or even a scheduling book to keep themselves upright.
Get it together, Spence. But yeah, it's going to be a fun match. It's going to be an interesting match. I think, as per usual, round 2 is going to do it. We have 2 interesting movie choices. More on that later. And the way Alto works is the most prepared usually wins. So we'll see what happens.
As it is always here in any sort of league. So we're going to get right into the match. Round number 1, you guys know how it works. 10 questions from 10 different movie categories. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will get a perfect round and a bonus question that you can extend with a little bit more. You will have 3 repeats to use throughout the match. Also a challenge. So if you win your challenge, you get to keep it. If you lose it, you lose the challenge. Also, please keep hands on screen at all times or be yelled at by a man who is feverishly checking his phone because the Major League Baseball trade deadline is in a few days, and I'm stressed. All right, so we're going to get right into it with our first question, which is going to come in the category of comic book movies. What is the name of the Joker's right-hand goon in 1989's Batman? This movie, I'm not a big Burton fan, but this is probably my favorite Burton. Which is typical for me, probably.
As you can tell by my everything, I'm also a big Burton fan. I just bought Big Fish, which I'd never seen before. So
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Jake Meltzer.
Lieutenant Eckhart.
And Jake.
Bob?
Bob is correct.
Wait.
You are my number 1.
All right, I
But
misremembered.
it is in that movie. He is the police detective who is shot by Napier. All right. Alex, want to give him the next question?
Absolutely. We will now be going to the category of Oscars. Jamie Foxx was the last actor to be nominated in both a lead and supporting actor category for films released in what year?
I think he's due for another Oscar at some point.
Oh, it's a coming. It's a coming. What they were really trying with what was it? Just Mercy?
Just Mercy. Yeah, they were really trying to push him for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go back to Jake Maringoni
2004.
and Jake Meltzer.
2004.
Both getting that correct. Our first clean sweep of the night.
Well done.
The Australian maintains the 1-point lead. All right, your next question. So we come in the category of sports. Rudy is about a football player from what American college?
Admittedly, one of you is probably at a disadvantage with this one.
I always like these American, strictly American questions that just really mess over our international players. I feel bad for them, but at the same time, USA. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to the American in this match, Jake Meltzer.
Notre Dame.
And Maringoni.
I'd like to thank personally Michael Campbell for this question and for the answer of this one. Notre Dame.
I feel like if you had missed that, Michael Campbell would have been knocking down your door. That is correct. 3-2.
Wonderful. 3-2. We go now to war. Cold War is largely set in what European country?
Kind of on the nose with this question. It's a war film. You know, we're gonna get a question from Cold War.
Spent it all.
There's no controversy about it. It's actually a war film.
Yeah. Why not? I don't have a better title.
No. We're going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'm going to get it just in time, and we will go to him first.
Poland?
Meltzer.
Really hoping you get that wrong. Poland.
Poland is correct.
I saw the movie. I had France, and I was like, no, that can't be it. And just remembered
when the director's
name.
sounds a lot like the country it's from, it really kind of helps. All right, your next question is going to come in the category of drama, which is only something you say for your mama. 1982's Death Trap is about a teacher who also writes what? That drama joke is brought to you by one Caleb Bowman, who I believe retired that about 2.5 years ago.
Oh, I can't. I don't think I can legally make any more Caleb Boatman jokes without
2019 Bowman was he was an interesting fella.
Yeah.
We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Meltzer
Mystery novels?
and Maringoni.
I just wrote a manifesto.
Both incorrect. The answer we had was plays. He writes plays. So no perfect rounds here today.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, that's should add that to the watch list.
Thank God, because I don't actually think we had a question ready. On the bounce back, we go to the category of famous actors and actresses. Who has played an assassin, a detective, and voiced a plane designer?
No, I'm pretty sure this is Caleb Bowman.
Great. We have to know to play voice actors.
A voice?
Voice actors, they are very, very good at what they do.
Yes. Respect your local voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
Buy things from them,
because they're normally said they have a face for radio only, which means they have an ugly face, and that's not nice.
Hey, I did all right.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat
1.
the question.
That is Meltzer's first repeat.
Once again, from famous actors and actresses, who has played an assassin, a detective, and voiced a plane designer?
I used to live in Seattle, which was like the hub of plane designing because Boeing was right there.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of lessons on how like they designed the planes. And it was pretty cool. I mean, maybe never want to be an aerospace engineer, but it was pretty cool.
Sounds hard.
Now we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Marangoni's first repeat.
Once again, from famous actors and actresses, who has played an assassin, a detective, and voiced a plane designer?
It's always these multiple role questions that I think stump people the most.
Yeah, this is over at our friends at Fandom. These are the ones that I always miss in those kinds of matches where I'm like,
oh, believe me, those questions have screwed me over a couple times. All right, once again, we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both players look nervous. Let's see what they got. Starting with Jake Meltzer.
I only hate quotes worse than these kinds of questions. Clive Owen.
We're gonna go Marangoni.
So I believe the voice of an airplane designer is from the Wind Rises, and I can't remember who it is, so I put John Cusack.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. The answer is Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh my god, I even had him in my head. I just couldn't remember him.
Robin.
Who did he play as an assassin, just out of curiosity?
That would be from Looper?
He'd be Looper.
Looper, okay.
All right, guys, your next question is going to come in the fantastic category of comedy. What job does Matthew's neighbor have in 2004's The Girl Next Door?
You look like the type to have a girl next door type in your life.
There have been a couple, although not actually next door, more like, in the housing complex across the street where like the more expensive houses were.
Oh. Did everything turn out okay, or was it kind of like a hard?
No, it didn't turn out okay.
Oh, okay.
Rich people.
Well, I don't know.
Money destroys everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go back to Mr. Jake Maringoni.
Porn star.
And Meltzer.
This movie's a Peggy Gubbins' favorite porn star.
Both are correct. Porn star is correct. Marangoni maintaining his 1-point lead. 5-4.
Don't know what to do with that. Think about Peggy. We go now to the category of the 1980s. George Hamilton plays the title character in what 1981 Western comedy?
Speaking of Hamilton, it was recently revealed on an episode of Movie Games that Caleb Coho has seen Hamilton upwards of, I think, 21 times. And it's been a year since it came out.
That's really incredible for him.
It's incredible the word you use.
I would say it is incredible that he found time between dyeing his hair that many times. I think it's incredible.
3, 2, 1. It's kind of sad in my opinion. Pens down. We'll go to Meltzer.
No idea, so I just guessed Billy the Kid.
And Marangoni.
I wish I had a guess, but I couldn't come up with anything.
All right, both incorrect. The answer was, of course, Zorro the Gay Blade.
Of course.
I've heard that.
There you go. All right, your penultimate question is in the category of animated. The Zack Snyder directed Legend of the Guardians features what kind of animal as its lead character?
I was really hoping when the Schmodown put in swashbuckling movies that there would be like a Zorro the Gay Blade question. It was the only thing I wanted. Still not yet.
Yeah. Swashbuckling Adventures is it's a category that a lot of people had ideas for. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Meltzer.
An owl.
And Marangoni.
They are the Owls of Gahul.
They are indeed the Owls of Gahul, and I cannot believe Zack Snyder actually directed that. Both are correct.
Both are correct. And for our final question in this round number 1, we go to the category of coming of age. Where does Ben take Elaine on their first date in The Graduate?
This is one of those first time watchings where like I watched it for the first time and was like floored. This is phenomenal movie.
I was really hoping there would be like a twist at the end of that where you were like, I hated it. Awful.
No.
Coming of
if
age.
I hated The Graduate, I'd be run out of this community.
I mean,
we are going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Maringoni.
Strip club.
And Meltzer.
A museum?
Strip club is indeed correct. So at the end of round 1, Jake with that last question hits. Maringoni with that last question hit opens up a 2-point lead. It scores 7-5. We are going to go into round number 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Both competitors have picked a movie. We will be asking 5 questions from each movie. For the player that chose that movie, it'll be 1 point if they answer it correctly. For their opponent, it'll be 2 points for every correct answer they give. And then it'll flip. So because Jake Maringoni, you're in the lead, do you want to hear questions from your movie first or second?
Let's hear from Meltzer's movie first.
All right, Meltzer's movie, of course, the legendary Mamma Mia. Here we go again. Alex, why don't you give them their questions in Mamma Mia? Here we go again.
nothing would make me happier. Genuinely. Absolutely. Your first question from Mamma Mia. What does the ticket taker remark about Donna that's different from the last time he saw her?
You need like specifics.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. These are deep cut questions, so we're gonna need a pretty specific answer.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we are gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are gonna start with Meltzer.
Her hair is shorter.
And Maringoni.
Oh, this is going to get interesting because I said her hair's longer.
Her hair's longer is correct.
Wait a
So
second.
Well,
Jake
the wording of the
Maringoni-
question.
I can repeat the question. Is what does the ticket taker remark about Donna
Right.
that's different from the last time he saw her? Would you like to challenge?
The last time he saw her? Okay. No, I already lost this match anyway. Let's just keep going.
All right. So with those 2 points, Jake now is now up 9-5. Alex, play with our next question.
Absolutely. Your second question. How does young Sam describe Donna's voice to the owner of the bar she sings at?
Gotta stop saying Jake is in the lead because people at home who maybe have never seen these guys in their lives have no idea who I'm talking about.
It's true. It's like because I've never seen this movie. I don't know what's going on in these questions.
Oh, wow. So let's see.
I just saw Charlie's Angels.
Ooh, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Maringoni this time.
All right, you're not out of it yet, Meltzer. I said angelic.
And Meltzer.
Sweet as sugarcane.
Sweet sugarcane is correct. Meltzer's going to pick up a point there.
All right. Third question. How many ulterior motives does Bill tell Donna he has when he gives her the necklace?
I wrote this question for Full Metal. Gonna have to take it off now.
The good old we ask question. Another league now has to scrap that question.
Our apologies. I think because a lot of us do think alike doing this.
In
That
terms of
happens
defense,
frequently.
100%. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'm going to start with Meltzer.
He has 18 ulterior motives.
And Maringoni.
I just said 15.
18 is correct. Meltzer chipping away at that deficit.
Yep. Fourth question. What year did Fernando and Ruby meet?
Now, I love this movie, but like the ages of all the actors and like when they met, it just doesn't add up at all. It's just the stupidest thing ever, but it's still really funny.
I was just thinking, I saw the cast list for this, and this question makes near no
It
sense.
makes zero sense at all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Maringoni.
1959.
And Meltzer.
Cher was 13. Andy Garcia was 5 in 1959.
That totally adds up. That is correct. All right.
It's a different time.
Final question. In Mamma Mia, here we go again. Finish this quote. Dynamo's dynamite, sleep all day, and blank. I need the next 3 words. I mean this in no absolutely harmful way. That is the gayest I've sounded today. I keep track.
It's okay. You can only go down from here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Meltzer.
Sleep all day, whoop all night.
And Maringoni.
Said rave all night.
Whoop all night is correct. So at the end of Mamma Mia, here we go again. Both players getting 4 points out of that. So the score is now 11-9 in favor of Maringoni. As we are going to go into Jake Marangoni's movie, Charlie's Angels. And I'll be giving you your questions from Charlie's Angels. Alex says that 1 out of every how many times is eating a blowfish fatal?
That's why I'm here. Got it. Just so we can do that.
Exactly.
I see.
I would assume that, if you would, I don't know who would eat a blowfish. There's probably some country out there that has it as a delicacy, and you know what? More power to them. I'll take salmon and trout and halibut all day long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Marangoni first.
1 in 60.
And Meltzer.
Yeah, 1 in 60.
Both correct. All right. Next question. What is the type of bird that allows Natalie to realize where Bosley is being held captive?
This movie.
Is ornithology the study of birds, or am I confusing it with something else?
I think you're right.
Sounds like,
You're a much smarter person than I am, though.
I don't know. I like high school science. I almost failed high school science like years in a row.
I almost failed out of math.
Love that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Meltzer.
It's a pygmy nuthatch.
And Marangoni.
Pygmy nuthatch.
Both are correct.
Well done.
That's such a weird name. We're going to go to your third question. What is the name of the place that Corwin goes to get his massages?
Right to the board.
Yeah. Kind of, is this really the thing you really want to go right to the board with? I mean, out of all the questions, out of all the movies in all the world,
I knew that this was going to to be a question. I hadn't read the document yet.
Don't worry, I was looking at my notes.
I knew this was going to be a question.
This one.
It looks like writer's getting predictable. 1, pens down. Let's go back to Maringoni.
Madame Wong's House of Blossoms.
And Meltzer.
Madame Wong's House of Blossoms.
Yeah, that's right.
You say with such disgust there.
Sure. All right, your next question. What is Knox's full real name?
Now this is fine to go right.
This is a more mainstream question.
Yeah.
We're not asking about nuts that hatch or house blossoms or anything.
I didn't realize how much Cameron Diaz butt there was going to be in this movie. I expected a little bit, but it's there.
5, 4.
They're all there.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Meltzer.
John McAdden.
And Marangoni.
I said John Keane.
Both incorrect. It's Eric McFadden.
Challenge. I'm challenging. It's definitely John McAdden. It's what I watched the movie 3 times. I watched it with subtitles.
That is an official challenge from Jake Meltzer, and we'll be right back after this challenge. All right, we are back. So we have rules. We're going to toss out the question entirely. Meltzer is going to keep his challenge, so no one gets points, no one gets dinged or anything. We're going to move on to our next question. How much total money did Natalie win as a 5-day champion on Jeopardy?
The difficult thing about this is that we occasionally have challenges and people tend to get upset one way or another. That's why we keep like 22 backup questions.
Yeah, exactly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to who are we? We're gonna go to Meltzer.
$115,599.
And Maringoni.
I wrote this down in my notes and I didn't memorize the numbers in time. I had something else different.
Both are incorrect. The answer is 118,599.
Those numbers are crazy.
All right, that is, you hate to see that, unfortunately. All right, your final question in Charlie's Angels has been this movie's going to get like 5 half-star reviews in a row, I think, after this. What word do we see Dylan spell on the Scrabble board for Knox?
Doing a little math here. I think Jake Meltzer.
I believe we have a tie game right now.
Yeah,
we're in 5.
Okay.
4.
And it's about to be a 1-point lead for.
And I'll go directly after this question. Pens down. Let's go to Maringoni.
Enemy.
And Meltzer.
Enemy.
That is correct. And
2 Jakes in that movie.
My math is correct.
13, 15.
I broke my board after that Jeopardy one.
Oh
no!
Okay.
I threw it up at the ceiling because I was so.
At the end of round 2, I have Jake Meltzer with 17 and Jake Maringoni with 15. Is that what you have?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So Jake Meltzer with a few points of the lead there.
All right, guys. We're going to get into round number 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Both competitors are going to answer the competitor in trailing is going to answer a set of questions regarding different movies. They're going to get a 2-pointer, 3-pointer, and 5-pointer. For their 2-pointer, it's going to be 2 different bits of information. For a 3-pointer, 2 different bits of information. On their 5-pointer, they can choose from 4 bits of information from the movie to help them out. So, because Jake Meltzer is in the lead, Meltzer, do you want set 1 or set 2?
Well, I'm gonna know whichever one I don't pick, so it doesn't matter. Set number 2.
Great selection. All right, so Alex, why don't you go ahead and give? So then that means Jake Maringoni takes set number 1. So Alex, why don't you give Mr. Jake Maringoni his 2-pointer?
Absolutely, to tie the game, Mr. Maringoni. For 2 points, the year is 1980. Your actor is Sissy Spacek, and your genre is biography, music, and drama.
Coal miner's daughter.
That is correct. And a tie game. Okay, so now we're going to swing over to Mr. Jake Meltzer. Your 2-pointer, the year is 1985. The actor is Meryl Streep, and the genres are biography, romance, and drama.
You said 1985?
1985, yes.
Okay. Out of Africa.
That is correct. 2 points. Taking you right back. And fun fact, that is my grandmother's favorite movie.
Oh,
Why? I
It's
have
a good
no
grandma
idea.
movie.
it's a
Very
lovely
grandma
grandma
movie.
movie. That will send it back to Jake Marioni for 3 points. Your year is 2012. Your director is Akiva Schaffer. And your plot keywords are suburban, disguise, and alien invasion.
The Watch.
For 3 points.
That
Saw
is
that
correct.
movie.
I'm so sorry.
Not his finest work.
Not yeah.
All right, we're going to go back to Mr. Jake. So now that gives Jake a 1-point lead. We're going to go back to Mr. Jake Meltzer, the 3-pointer. Your year is 2017. Your director is James Ponsoldt. And your plot keywords are tech company, privacy, and social media.
The Circle.
That is correct for 3 points. Retaking the lead.
All right.
It's what I thought it was going to be this match.
Yep.
Yep, me too.
It comes to this, the 5-point questions to decide the game. Jake, your year is 1972. And you get the choice between director, actor, supporting actor, and plot keywords. 2 choices.
Okay, I'm just going to be using my whiteboard just to write down. So don't want any
Very good.
shenanigans. I'm going to go lead actor and plot keywords.
All right. Once again, your year is 1972. Your lead actor is Laurence Olivier. And your plot keywords are divorce, deadly game, and novelist.
Sleuth.
For 5 points.
Big hit there.
Am I going
All
to
right.
be Jake Stradamus here? We shall
Oh.
see.
All right, 25-22. Here's the situation. Jake Meltzer has to hit this 5-pointer. If he hits it, he gets Cameron Holtzman in the title match. If he misses, we get Holtzman versus Maringoni in the title match.
This has been a fantastic game, Meltzer, honestly.
All right.
You are impressive.
You
you
have
are
to Jake
amazing.
Meltzer. You can choose between 2 of director, actor, supporting, and plot keywords.
What was the year?
He
I'm
gets a
sorry,
year, yeah.
1973.
Okay. I'm going to go against what I normally do. And I'm going to be basic and say actor and plot keywords as well.
Actor and plot keyword. All right.
Bunch of basic bitches.
So once again, your year is 1973. Your actor is Steve McQueen, and your plot keywords are escape, tattoo, and prison island.
Well, great game, Maringoni. Papillon.
And your winner, advancing to the title match, Jake Meltzer.
Fucking
His
go!
final score,
Oh.
27-25.
Oh my
Jake
God.
Meltzer ekes out the victory. Both players went flawless in round 3. Perfect round 3. We saw kind of there, round 2, really the difference maker. Marangoni didn't get as money as he would have liked in Mamma Mia. Here we go again. So Meltzer went 4 out of 5 in both movies, and that really got a 4-point swing there. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to first talk with our unfortunate loser, Mr. Jake Marangoni. Jake, look, you had a great round 1. You outplayed Meltzer there, but just round 2, you kind of had a couple missteps, and Mamma Mia, here we go again. What are your thoughts on the match?
I mean, yeah, Kumite can just kick my ass in onto. I tell you, in round 2, that's it. I just didn't give myself I didn't give myself enough time with round 2. There was a couple of questions that I definitely should have known. I watched the movie last night. I should have given myself a bit more time so I could go over more of my notes. There's 2 questions specifically. The Joseph Gordon-Levitt one, I had him in my head, but I was just like, I just couldn't think of him as the voice in The Wind Rises for whatever reason. I wasn't even thinking about Assassin and Detective. So that's one point I could have gotten. And then there was the smell of sugarcane, the whatever, the sweet sugarcane, that one from Mamma Mia. So I should have known that. That's pretty much it. I'm happy, honestly, because I love games that go to the final question. Meltzer earned this victory. He's a fantastic player and on tour. I'm glad that I at least got it to that final question for him, and he was able to get it. And he got him. He knew it right away. Like, hats off to him. That is a good 5-pointer. And he got it. So hats off to Meltzer. He played fantastic. Yeah, I'm happy with how this went. 25-27 is a high scoring match. I'm happy with how I've done, and I guess I'm just going to start getting ready for a tournament now. So
Absolutely. You're now you fall down 4-2. Really, is there anybody in the tournament that you're really hoping that you get along the line?
watching Menchaca's last match makes me kind of excited to play him, because I think he's mastered round 2, at least. Like, he's figured it out. So it'd be fun to play him there. Either of you guys, I know we've already played Alex, but Scully would be good to play in onto. Anyone, honestly. Honestly, anyone I would be open to play, depending on how the seedings goes. I think I should be like high. But
you are ranked number 4, so you're going to be in a pretty good spot.
I should be good. I'll be happy with whoever I get, because I got a list of movies, and we're gonna see how this plays out.
Yeah, I think you have an uncanny ability to choose the worst movies.
Or the best, depending who you ask.
Depending on who you are. All right. Thank you.
I'm actually 3.
We're going to see you in the tournaments. We're going to bring in our winner today, Mr. Jake Meltzer. Really kind of turned it around after being down 2 in round 1. Hitting all those questions in Charlie's Angels really helped you out. And then you swept round 3. So what are your thoughts on the match?
I really did think I was toast after round 1. Even if I went perfect in round 2, I was just the thing I was most scared of about this match. Even if I went perfect in round 2, I knew he would go perfect in round 3. And I've had a bad history with 5-pointers when I've gotten that far. So that was the thing I was most worried about coming into this match. And I just got lucky that I got one that I knew, because I was being really hard on myself the whole match, and I probably wasn't conducting myself in the way that I normally should, and I apologize for that. But I really put a lot of pressure on myself for this one, because I really wanted to get back to the title. I really didn't want to have to play in the tournament, because I need to have a life and not have to play like 5 matches in a month for one league. So there was that too. And I also knew that Maringoni was going to just be a monster. And that's exactly what happened. And he's one of the, it's so much fun to play against him, because he's so good. He pushes me to the absolute limit. I think that's happened both times. And I think we bring out the best in each other, even if I don't feel like I played my best today. But I'm going to be ready next time, because I know I have to be perfect in round 2 in my next match.
I mean, that's what you got to do. In any match against a top-tier player, you just got to go flawless in that last round, otherwise you're toast. So now, of course, you get that rematch against one Mr. Cameron Holtzman. What are your thoughts on facing Holtzman again?
Yeah, she was on the other foot this time. Well, there was really not on any feet the first time, I guess, because it was the first title match. But I came out on top the first time. I think he'll be the first person to admit he didn't play his best game, and I know that's not going to be the case this time. I know he's going to play at a really high level, and I know that I got to put in even more work to match him, because he is a champion for a reason. This league was created for competitors like him, and I know I have to be A+ to win. And hopefully I can get my nerves under control a little better next time, because I know I can hang with him, and I think it's going to be one for the ages.
Absolutely. We're all going to be excited for that one. So thank you to Jake Meltzer. Congrats on your win. We'll see you in that title match. All right, Alex, final thoughts on how this match went today?
It was an amazing match. I really enjoyed it. Tempers got a little flared up. We lost a board. Trivia is not for the faint of heart. I will say I should also. Yeah, we've lost a few boards here. I should say that I do want to apologize because I think I also got a little frustrated with that. The fact of the matter is, you don't get frustrated if you don't care. You only get frustrated if you care. And it's very obvious that both Jakes do, in fact, care a whole lot about this. They were very excited to play each other, and it really showed. Jake Meltzer will now go on to face the champion, trying to get that belt back, so to speak. But he does have a task.
As the only one on this call who hadn't seen the movie, I was freaking out, I think, the most. So... and that'll probably be the case for a lot of these matches because these guys just watch movies that I wouldn't touch with a 50-foot pole, though I think because of the leagues I play in, the same can be said. All right, so this is going to wrap it up for us here at Opening Night Trivia. Another great match for us. Don't forget that we have that singles title match coming, the rematch, Holtzman, Meltzer 2. It's going to be a great one. So from Alex, from the Jakes, from everyone here at Opening Nights, we wish you very, very good rest of your day.